Hello, yeah, this is my first YouTube tutorial, and today I want to show you how to build a function that you can use to convert your XML RSS feed for your podcast into JSON, and we are using Golang for that. So let me just quickly show you how it will look like in the end. It will look something like that. So here we go. Normally the stream looks something like that. So that's normal XML, but it's pretty hard to use it on the web. And yeah, that's a function that we will now build that spits out the same stuff, but just in JSON. So we will use now for that, Zeit. And yeah, we will just get going. So I will go into my directory. Let's do like a new folder and playground. So I have like a folder where I put all the fun stuff. I'll make a directory. Podcast XML to JSON. And when we look at docs, you need to create a new file in RP, and we call it index.go. And then we touch, and we can open that folder. And let's quickly just code whatever, I'll use whatever they have for us and put it in there. Complaining a little bit, what is the problem? It's not part of a package, blah blah. Okay, and now run now dev. You need to install the now CLI. You can install it with npm install -g npm at latest. Now let's see where that goes to. It takes some time. It will compile a Go function for us. It's downloading stuff for me at the moment. And here we go. That's what that function does for us. Maybe make it a little bit bigger, something like that. Yeah, so pretty simple. Current time. Yeah, we can do whatever we want. So hello world. Let's see that. So the cool thing about it is that it automatically refreshes and watches the file. So I can just now do like that and I get hello world. So how do we get started? So we have that JSON. Let me just copy that and get that into code. Visual Studio Code. Let's do like test.xml. Let's paste it in here so we have it like a little bit like nicer. And you can see this is in German, but I think it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah. So we have like how it is structured. We have like XML actually. It's more like that. And then we have XML, and we have RSS. Then there is a channel that's like the main tag, and then we have title, description, and so on and so on. You can like, if you want to have some good sense, there is a document from Spotify and a document from Google that both describe what they need, and also like iTunes has something, but it's pretty hard to find. In general, I looked at two projects that already exist. So there is Pickup, and they basically, he did a mapping, and that's written in JavaScript. So whoever is more familiar with JavaScript, they can just use that package. It should exactly do what you need. So you will get a nice JSON, I guess. That's what that library hopefully does. I did not read through it and test it. Let's see. Not package transform to JSON or objects. Export transform passes. Yes, it does it. And then we have another one I looked at, and they basically, that's a package that lets you create a RSS feed in Golang. And that guy did like a lot of work, and they created all these nice structs. And basically I will use that, and I just copy whatever he did into my code, because yeah, it makes stuff so much easier. So we'll just copy and paste that part and read you through it. And I will just copy that part. And let's go back here. Let's create a new file. Let's call it types.go. Package handler. Yep. So I will go through it. Let's start in the bottom, because that's more interesting part. Let's move that part up here. It's not that interesting. So we'll start here with XML. So we have, that's how you XML things like, or parse on Marshal. So you have like XML, and then that's the RSS tag, and then there's podcast. So I call it podcast, and that's a channel. We create a new struct for it. We can look at it. There is where the magic begins. Oh, it's not magic. Here we have channel and so on and so on. So all these nice tags. And then let's see if I have it here already. No, it's not here. Let's go into, there must be something. Ah, down here. So as you can see in our text, so we have like these atom : link and iTunes : author summary and so on. These are namespaces in XML. That's something I'm not so familiar with XML, but like this is basically just a namespace, and the tag, the real tag, is link. And let's remove some stuff in between, because that doesn't matter for now. So here we have a link, and here we have a link again. This is in the namespace atom, and that's the default namespace. And the default namespace is kind of part of here. So we have like multiple namespaces. So for example, this is the namespace for atom. That's written in, or like defined in here. Then we have something for iTunes that is defined in here. This link is not available actually, so it's broken. Anyway, what I did to make my life easier, I replace all these colons actually with dashes. So I've removed the namespaces, and what I did to do that, I will create a ragx and then just replace all of them. And yeah, that's what we do in a second, but first we need to kind of fetch that data. Yeah, so that's what I did here. Like you can see, let's see, where's the link, atom link. So, okay, where's the link? So link is normally here. Then we can quickly look at the atom link, and how the atom link is like a minus instead of a colon. Yeah, what there was before. So, but first we need to somehow fetch that data. And what you've seen already, what I decided to do is like, I will just put a query param feed and then the RSS feed. Actually, that works for everything. So let's, yeah, we will get into that later. Yeah, so where do we start? yeah, let's do the query first and then see what that gives us. So let's say feed you all equals to r.ul.query. Is that right? I think so. Let's quickly check. Query params Golang GP. Let's use the first one. So this is what we need. Query wrong.get, and we named it feed. So that should give us something. Let's just print out that feed instead of that funky thing. Let's go back here. Let's go to our thingy thing here. Let's do some feed equals to ABC, and there's ABC GPS. Let's directly use something that works. Ooh, confused. So here we go. That's what we need. Yep. So let's quickly check that that thing is not empty. So let's create a helper function that gives us to handle errors. That gets a HTTP response writer, and that's an error. Does not return something because here we just end that thingy. And if error not null, oops, we will HTTP error. Oops. Yep. And HTTP. What do we do? Status internal. Internal. What is it? Server error. That's right, I think. Yeah. Let's do that and then return. Okay. So let's get back in here and do if feed you all then we basically need to handle error. Then we pass in the response writer, and we need to create a new error. New no feed param given. Good enough for now. Okay. And now we need to create a ragx. How do we do that? Let's go to, I think the easiest is to go to ragx. Ragx 101, I normally use that one. Click Golang, and then let's paste our thingy from here so we can see what it gets. And now the fun starts. How do we start? So we start with oops, something like that. Then we have let's do that. gives us that. Let's do a star. Oops, star. It's not that bad. Now we get everything. I think if I do that, I'm pretty good. Pretty good. But we need the closing tag as well. So this one. So in here we have optional to basically get that part in there, but that's optional. So we can use a group and make that group optional. That gives us what we need, right? I think so. Let's copy that. Go back in here. Let's create a new ragx. Ragx must compile. Oops. So, and now we need to get some XML first. Well, let's do that. Method equals to get client. Let's create a client equals to and. Oops. Where is it? And HTTP. It's pretty hard because I cannot see anything, and sometimes I look at my keyboard. HTTP client without any params. I don't think we need them. Oops. I don't think we need them. And we need a request error, and now we get some HTTP new request, and we use the method feed UL and nil, so we don't have any options. And again, we handle error now. So if something went wrong in there, we just do like error. No one really cares what happens, right? And then we do again response and error, and then we do request client.do request. I think that's it. Again, let's copy that line. Do some error handling. I mean, there are nicer ways, I think, but for us, that's good enough for now. Yeah. Then let's defer body dot close. So we don't forget to close the body, even though it's not that important, I would say. IO util dot read all response dot body, and now again handle error. Let me quickly write that. And now we should have some data. And for now, let's maybe just spit out that data again and see what we get. Where is it? Here we go. Oops. Undefined errors, ragx, and IO util. So what is your problem? Maybe because we need to handle whatever. Types. I think the types are good. Why is it not auto importing? Okay. Okay, we need some more things. We need errors. Oh, now we get there. Yeah. What is your damn problem? Regular expression, ragx. I'm pretty sure that works now. Okay, so that is byte and we want a string, so we just convert it to a string and then go again. RE is redeclared. Where did I copy something in here? Nope. Handler. Index go. Line 25. What is your damn problem? Let's just copy that and then let's paste it again. What is your problem? Ah, why? We just don't use it. And there we go. Now we have like XML that actually is also in the right, with the right headers, so it's, Chrome recognizes it now. So we are getting there. Let's see what we do next. So next we need to get that. Need to get that. Okay, so back to our regular expression. So now we have our body, and now we need like to replace, and I call that thing like cleaned body, cleaned namespace body. And now we need to replace all strings, string func. That's what it's called. We need the func because we want to replace only the colon and not the whole thingy, and we need to kind of get that string. I think there are ways to do it, so we need to get like what we did already, body. We need the body as in there, and then as a second argument we need a function. Let's write a function, replace func. So replace func, let's put it just here. Replace colon. Oops. And it gets a string and returns a string. Let's name it correctly. So, and what's in there? We just do like return strings dot replace, and here we put our string. Oops, string, and we want to replace colon with a oops, where is it? Here we go. And we want to replace it in one place. And now we should have like a clean body. That's complaining about that. And our clean body, we need to do something with it. Now we create our podcast. And that's like RSS. Let's call that thing RSS. And that's like RSS. And RSS. And we have arrow equals XML on marshal. I think so. Now we need to get back like bytes, because on marshal wants bytes, and our clean body is a string. Now we get that back on marshal, and where do we unmarshal it into? We use the RSS. Oops, that error is already there. Let's copy paste the handle error thingy. And that should be kind of good. Yeah. Let's try to get that RSS again into here. Oops. Not this one, this one. Undefined RSS, isn't it here? Yes, it is. Why on earth is that not working? Oh, maybe we need to. No, we don't need Go modules. Maybe we call it handler.sh. What is your problem? I don't know. Okay, let's just copy the types for now. Just put them in here. That should at least do the trick for us. Let's see what that does now. What is wrong? Okay, maybe delete that file. Mod path could not parse Go file. Oops. And we have And we cannot do that because, yeah, we would need to get that into that struct into a string. Let's quickly Google whatever that does. Golang struct to string. Leave of a struct. Okay, so they simply marshal it. That's what we do in a second anyway. So let's just do that because it's pretty simple. So let's do JSON response error equals to JSON.marshal. What do we want to marshal? Our RSS dot, and we only need the podcast, and we handle error again, and we do JSON response. What is your oh, we don't want to do that anymore. We just want to, because we don't want to have we want to directly write the bytes, and I think we should be quite good. So here we go. That's our end goal. Now we just do some sanity. I will just copy that and then read you through it. This is what I came up with, setting some headers, JSON doing some CORS stuff. So these are all CORS related, just to make sure that you can use it wherever you want. So here we go. And that should give us something. Here, still the same thingy. Let's go to syntax.fm and use their RSS feed and see if that works. Let's just put it here and see. No, that's a lot of data, as you can see, but here we go. Everything is nice and easy to use. Yeah, that's it. I hope you learned something, and see you next time. Ciao.